Aita for turning my sister away a second time after she slept with the father of my children while I was with him, and then came to me for support when he cheated on her and gave her STDs, STIs? I, 27F, have 3 children with my now ex, Con, 29M. About 10 months ago, my sister, 26F, confessed that she had slept with Con the week before. She said she regretted it and needed things to be okay between us. She claimed it was a mistake, that she had a crush on Con and got caught up in the moment. She begged me not to hate her, told me she loved me, and wanted to fix things. Con didn't even try to deny it. In fact, he admitted he'd been sleeping around for years and that he had slept with my sister more than once. My sister strongly denied it was more than once. I broke up with Con immediately and told her to get lost. I said I never wanted to see her again, that she disgusted and repulsed me. I didn't care how bad she felt. I wanted her to feel bad. I wanted her to hurt, and I told her she'd never hurt as much as I did in that moment. I told her to forget about me. After the breakup, I got tested for STDs, and thankfully, everything came back negative. Given how much cheating Con admitted to, I'm honestly still surprised I didn't catch anything. My sister ended up dating Con after that, supposedly because I rejected her. At least, that's the story she told others. She said she felt so guilty that she wanted something good to come from all of this, since I clearly wasn't ever going to forgive her. And she's right. I swore to myself I never would. Even with therapy, I've only become more certain that what she did destroyed our relationship permanently. Whether it was a one-time mistake, which I don't believe, or a full-on affair, it was betrayal. I don't care what happens to her anymore. If she died tomorrow, I wouldn't grieve or attend her funeral. Recently, she found out Con had cheated on her too, and not only that, he gave her STDs, STIs. I don't know the details, but I believe she's still waiting to confirm whether or not he gave her HIV. I'm not sure if it's a real concern or if they're just being cautious. Either way, she thought this experience would make me more forgiving. She was wrong. She showed up at my house, and I shut the door in her face without saying a word. She also came to our brother's place while I was arriving, and he sent her away. But not before she tried to talk to me, crying, saying she was scared and sorry that she needed me. I ignored her, and our brother told her she wasn't welcome. She tried again, and that time I responded. I told her I didn't care, and that honestly, she deserved everything that happened to her after what she did to me. I said she was stupid for staying with him and trusting him. She said she needed me, that she was terrified. I reminded her that when I found out my partner of 8 years and the father of my kids was cheating, I could have used my sister. But instead, my sister was one of the people betraying me. She insisted it was just one time and said she would have been there for me. I told her I didn't want her disgusting self anywhere near me. That's how I see her now, a disgusting backstabber. I told her I didn't care if he gave her every STD under the sun because I want nothing to do with her. I said she could be in a hole for all I care. I haven't seen her since. I've heard she's really distraught, and she's become the subject of gossip in our social circles. She lost most of the friends we shared. A few of them have said they understand where I'm coming from, but a couple have asked if I really feel no guilt about being so cruel to her, especially after she apologized again. They said maybe I should have tried to work through it because we were close once. And sisters are for life, or whatever meaningless cliche they threw at me. Second story. Atia for not inviting any of my family to my wedding and replying, "I knew you'd be too busy," when they asked why. I, 27F, am the youngest in a family of 5. My siblings are all at least 10 years older than me. We're full siblings, no halves or steps. I was the oops baby that came along after my parents thought they were done having kids. I've often wondered if that's why I've always felt unwanted by them, though no one has ever said that directly. It's just where my mind tends to go. There's been a consistent pattern throughout my life. My birthday rolls around, or something significant happens for me, and everyone is suddenly busy or has plans. With my siblings, I kind of understand. We've never been close, and they've never pretended otherwise. But it's different when it comes to my parents. Here are a few examples. My 16th birthday. I had a joint party with my best friend, Her parents paid for the whole thing and invited my entire family. My siblings never responded, which I took as a no. My parents told me after the fact that they had other plans, even though they hadn't mentioned anything when I first invited them. They said my siblings would come to make up for it, but apparently they had important work on a Saturday night. My 18th. I invited everyone to a family dinner. My siblings said they were all working that weekend. My dad claimed he was having a procedure and would be in the hospital, which turned out not to be true. And my mom said she was visiting her sister and couldn't get away. Nobody offered a different day or time. My 21st. Same thing. Only my parents said they'd come and then didn't. Medical dental issues was the excuse. Graduations. Both high school and college, everyone had medical appointments they couldn't reschedule. A couple of years ago, I started therapy to work through all this. My first therapist was great, but she had to leave due to illness. I've struggled to connect with the one I have now. She keeps encouraging me to keep trying with my family, to always leave the door open, and to never give up on family. But I've been reaching my limit. When my fiancé and I got engaged, I told him I didn't know whether I should invite my family to the engagement party or the wedding. I didn't want to, but part of me felt like I had to because of what my therapist keeps saying. He suggested one last attempt. Invite them to the engagement party, and if they don't show, I can feel confident that I've done more than enough. Then we can move forward without regrets and focus on our future and potential kids. Well, nobody showed. Everyone had medical appointments from 8 p.m. until late on a Friday night. My parents, all 4 siblings, their spouses, their kids, every single one. So, I followed through. I didn't invite any of them to the wedding. When they eventually found out and asked why, I just said, I knew you'd be too busy, and I didn't want to inconvenience you by making you explain all the important things you had going on. Some of them didn't take that well. There was backlash via text before I blocked them, but honestly, it felt good. It still feels good. For once, I feel free. Then my therapist told me that a wedding is a big deal, and not inviting my family could be something I'd regret forever. She asked if I really wanted to be the kind of person who doesn't value family. I've been questioning whether I need a new therapist. My fiancé thinks I do. He says she doesn't sound like a good fit based on what I've told him. But I don't know if that's just him being protective or if my therapist is actually right and I'm being an asshole, and she's trying to keep me from turning into one. So, aita?